Like, and then I told that MF.
Hey, hello
Hi,
everybody. It's Jarrod Alberich, the RTL artist, with my lifelong friend, Delvin the Dark Web Williams, is joining me on this episode. Welcome to the RTL Artist Studios, and welcome Delvin the Dark Web Williams.
Hey, everybody. Hey, Courtney.
Courtney's in the chat. She is stalwart, I think is the word I would use. We're gonna get Mighty Mark Hatherley on a bit later. He's running a little late, and my good friend Delvin decided to come on and just chat with us, and whilst we draw.
He texted me like 20 minutes ago. I was like, "Help me, Delvin! You're my only hope."
Please, God.
I'm like, "Okay, Leia." See, there you go. Another Star Wars joke.
So yeah, here we are on a wonderful Tuesday. Hoping everybody's having a good Tuesday. Where's my ruler? There it is. I got a Wolverine sketch cover on the table.
A Savage Wolverine. Is this Logan or is this Laura X-23?
I'm drawing Logan.
Okay.
This is what the Savage Wolverine regular cover looks like.
Oh, Jomad.
Mm-hmm. Thought he only worked in video games.
He'll come back every now and then. It's like, look, I'll do some stuff like a 3-issue run. Don't.
Everybody, calm down.
Yeah, calm down. I'm not doing a year. That's just whoa, here's too far.
I'm trying to figure out which tool I want to use first. The claws are always the most challenging part.
I am learning something already, that the claws are the most challenging thing to draw on Wolverine.
They really can be, especially for me. I think I found the line that I want to use on these.
I do think that in another case of movies or comic books imitating movies, that they sort of low-key made Wolverine taller in the comic books.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, because, he is described as that 5'3" ball of fury and hate and everything. And now, when Hugh Jackman took the role, Hugh Jackman isn't 5'3". He's like one of the few people in Hollywood who are actually somewhat tall.
Don't talk bad about Tom Cruise on my show.
I didn't say Tom Cruise. He does have.
We love Tom Cruise. You can hear us talk about it on the Long Box Crusade.
Hey, I don't even know if we can mention Tom Cruise. This stream might get pulled. Courtney, I'm drawing a blank. That's what I'm drawing, and I'm barely doing good at that.
Kind of having fun with these claws now. I want to welcome the folks that are viewing. If you want to join Courtney in the chat and talk with me and Delvin as we sit here and doodle and talk about comic book stuff, come on in. We're a nice group.
We try to be.
We do.
Never hurts to be nice. Hasn't hurt me once. What was I going to say?
Oh, you're talking. I'm sorry, I derailed you talking about Tom Cruise, but you were talking about the height shift of Wolverine in the comics.
Yeah, I think they shifted his height. You don't really read present day comic books though, right?
I don't.
Yeah. Like it's kind of hard. I haven't read X-Men in a little bit. I'm only reading the main title. I think all of them kind of tie in together. And I know you've heard of Jonathan Hickman.
Yes.
Jonathan Hickman is very good for drawing the magnum opus type books. Like, he knows how to weave a long form story that usually ends in some big sort of climactic Marvel event. And he did Secret Wars, the latest version of Secret Wars 5 years back. Okay. And that was and the whole thing behind that was it merged all, like, Marvel, instead of DC blowing up and having 52 different universes, Marvel collapsed it down to just Earth 616. Why was I talking about this?
started with Wolverine's height.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know why I did.
Who's got questions?
Courtney also said Tom Cruise as the new Iron Man is a no-no. I would agree, Courtney. I don't.
Gosh, I remember they were talking about him as Iron Man back in the day.
Mm-hmm. I think that Robert Downey Jr. was perfect. They nailed that to where he was famous enough, but not too famous. Jarrod, give me 1 second. I will be right back.
Oh, I've lost my co-host already. I hope you guys are enjoying these Joe November jams. As always, I recommend you check out his SoundCloud over it. Just go to SoundCloud and put in Joe November and you will find my boy. I'm having some fun with Wolverine tonight. What you guys got going on your Tuesday nights out there? Got any big plans for tonight, Courtney? I see you in the chat. Looking forward to this here sketch cover tonight. So Courtney is watching The Vampire Diaries tonight. I'll go solo while Delvin's out, and then I can hear him when he comes back in. I've been really looking forward to getting to this sketch cover this week. Today was just a crazy busy day for me. So it is nice to come down and relax a little bit. And like I was saying earlier, Courtney, I remember back when they were talking about making an Iron Man movie in the late 90s, Tom Cruise's name getting bandied about, as they say. Yeah, I did a lot of running around today. Running errands, a lot of them comic book related. Believe it or not, I had to go down to the print shop in my town to discuss the printing of a comic I've been working on. That's been busy. I'm very happy to unwind a bit tonight with you guys. And yeah, Courtney says, don't mess with her Iron Man, leave him alone. Yeah, I think rare instance of the perfect cast with Iron Man. I mean, I honestly think that Tom Cruise could have done a good Iron Man, but I think Robert Downey Jr. is dang near perfect. Dang near perfect. I think he is perfect. It might be the best casting I've ever seen. I was about to say in a superhero movie, but it might be just period. Oh, Courtney, I only wish Shipwrecker was down at the print shop right now. No, I did a comic for a guy. It's like a special gift to his wife. So it's like not something I'll be mass marketing. It's like it's a anniversary present for her. So it was kind of interesting to work on a sort of a private one-off comic. Uh-oh.
In my 40s.
Dad Rap's here.
Time to tell my story.
That means Lloyd will be here in about
40s and it started with
4.5 or 5 minutes.
I'm not even sorry. It was red square versus blue square, and imagination had to take you there, except for black and white TV. It was a gray square and a gray square. No high definition.
Oh, Courtney, you got your package today from the last Long Box Crusade live stream. That's great.
How many lawns did I have to mow?
You've won more packages than anybody else.
And you don't even know, but I did it for show. And I took my hard-earned cash to the stove, ran upstairs with my new Nintendo, moved all my He-Mans and
we appreciate you very much.
What you know, same black and white TV, man, it's got to go.
We got Ronald Went in the chat. Hello, Ron.
What I just see.
Mighty Mark is running a little bit late today. I had my boy Delve in the Dark Web Williams up here chatting with us, but I think he caught a phone call real quick. He'll be back in a minute. Hope you're doing all right, Ron.
I gotta buy some AA batteries. Let's see how amazing it can be. Power it on, and what do I see? A black and white screen staring right back at me.
Ron made it in time for Dad Rap.
Now it's high school, make a minimum wage. Bought a color TV to join the modern age. I scored a used Genesis, and I thought I was all that. Because I could use the blood code in Mortal Kombat. Got 16 bits on my color screen. I'm rocking something called blast processing. A blue hedgehog who runs.
We got your thoughts on Robert Downey Jr. there. Hey, Delvin's back.
Hey, hello there.
Courtney, and now Ron has joined us in the chat with their thoughts.
Hey,
since I'm drawing Hugh Jackman Wolverine, what was your thought process when you first heard about him, and then how do you feel about him now?
I didn't have any huge strong feelings about Hugh Jackman when they signed him on, and when I saw him, I'm like, hey, looks like he filled the role well. And I think what was really cool about it is, you know how sometimes an actor will get a role like a comic book role or something like that, and then they're like, well, I don't want to be typecast as this. I'm a serious actor. And Hugh Jackman never did that. Hugh Jackman absolutely was like, Wolverine was the role that really, really made me, and I'm forever grateful for it. And it's like, I thought that spoke a lot to who he is as a person. And he did bring a lot of, every time, there's a reason that he lasted so long as he did as Wolverine, because there wasn't anyone else who could do it as good as he is. So it'll be interesting to see whoever they get on the big screen to replace him, because even though like the Fox X universe wasn't as good or accoladed as the Marvel Cinematic Universe, he very much so was always a bright spot in all the movies, and he did what he could. So
I would agree with that. I think he will definitely be remembered as the Christopher Reeve of this character, if you know what I'm saying. Like, I don't think anybody will ever quite measure up. There'll be new and interesting takes, but he will be the definition.
The wife is still rocking her RPGs.
Of course, I'm biased towards Christopher Reeve.
impossible to not be biased towards Christopher Reeves. I don't think I saw something on Twitter because I think
I saw your reply to it.
Yeah,
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah. What's the better movie, Man of Steel or Superman? What?
Yeah. I mean, the new guy whose name I can never remember, Henry Cavill. He's great, but I mean, it's Christopher Reeve.
Right. Like, why would you even compare those two movies? Like, I thought Man of Steel was okay. It had some. The problem that I've had with the whole DC extended universe there is that they've gone out of their way to be gritty.
I found my first love.
And that's where it's like, I mean, like, because that is a stylistic choice to have Superman break Zod's neck in the middle of a city center.
Good luck, Joe. I love
you. Like, they could have done a lot of other things. They could have found a way for him, like, say, Superman did. They put him in that that two-dimensional thing and have him flip off into space or something. They didn't have to have Superman brutally kill someone like that. They were doing this gritty thing, and I'm like, Superman, his whole thing is, yep, sometimes he might have to get down and dirty, but it's Superman. He stays clean in a way. I don't know.
Yeah, when he's not clean, it's just weird.
It is. It's just weird, and I think a smart writer, a smart director realizes that, like much with Captain America, you can have a lot of play on someone who always does the right thing. It's like, yeah, you always do the right thing, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was the right decision. And there's tons of play that you can have with that. And I think that DC kind of missed out on an opportunity there. Not that, again, Man of Steel wasn't bad. I didn't think it was bad. I just think that they just tried to make it, for whatever reason, someone in that room was like, we need to modernize Superman. No, you don't. You don't modernize a timeless character. Superman is timeless in the ideals that he has. The whole truth, justice, American way thing, that is timeless.
That's like that's the definition of who he is.
Yes. Like, yeah, we need to do some modifications on Superman. No, you don't.
Maybe like if they're like, you make Batman more friendly. Like, no.
Well,
Right.
Right.
Like that out loud, right?
Right. Like, I mean, they've done things with Batman because, of course, Batman wasn't always, the vengeance, I am the night.
It's true.
It wasn't always that way.
I just did a review on our Longbox Crusade Network Patreon site of Batman Forever and how it's kind of better than you remember it to be, because it was a little more lighthearted.
Yeah, I think Schumacher had decent intentions.
Mm-hmm. I would agree with that.
He had decent intentions, but at the time especially, people were into that dark, gritty Batman. And you had your first two movies like that, and Schumacher comes aboard and is like, well, I don't want to do it that way. I want to go back to 66 Batman. And it's like, there's nothing wrong with 66 Batman. I love me some Adam West Batman. That's not what people wanted to see on the big screen at that time.
Right.
And again, I will never understand how Joel Schumacher, you have the concept of a billionaire with the coolest toys in the world, with arguably the greatest rogues gallery of villains ever, and you put out Batman Forever. Wasn't bad, even though I wish his Riddler were more cold and calculating and not in living color Jim Carrey.
Right.
Fire Marshal Bill, the mask. Yeah, I wish Riddler would have been more, who's the other villain?
Two-Face, Tommy Lee Jones, which I think they played him a bit too silly.
Mm-hmm. Yep. They played Two-Face too silly. They played Riddler too manic. Riddler is crazy, but there's a method behind that madness. He often has the really good plans and ideas, but his spoiler is that he has to give it away. He has to give Batman the clues to uncover it, and that's Riddler's core. That doesn't take reading too many Batman comic books to get that concept. And it seems like Schumacher wanted to. I don't know. Maybe he was thinking Frank Gorshin's Riddler.
Yeah, I think he was.
That,
I think he was viewing Jim Carrey as the modern day Frank Gorshin, which is not too far off.
Yeah, maybe
Frank
that
Gorshin was a funny guy.
Yeah. Now, Two-Face, I don't think Two-Face appeared in the 66 comic. Or excuse me, 66 TV show.
Right. You're right. Didn't.
Let's see. Ron is saying, we got a couple comments. Courtney was saying she's on the fence about Edward Cullen playing Batman.
I mean, he just got to prove himself. I'm on the fence about him too, but if he proves himself, I'll give him the bat seal of approval.
Yeah, I am.
I'll stay open-minded.
Yeah, I will keep an open mind for that, because what I will forever remember is that Michael Keaton was casted as Batman. And
that's right. And everybody was like, "What?"
Yeah, that's a crazy idea. Who would want Michael Keaton? Oh my God, this is a good movie.
Oh my goodness!
Like he played an excellent Bruce Wayne. He played a credible enough Batman to where they did the fast action, so you never had to say focus on him standing there actually performing some sort of moves or some crap. It was more than credible. It was damn good. Like, I remember I was sitting there sometime back at home bored, and I watched the Batman '89. And it was like, this was good.
Yeah, it was a good flick.
It was a lot of character play. It was a good deal of character play with Batman. It was a good deal of character play with Joker. A good deal of character play with Vicky Vale as well.
Great atmosphere too. They did a great atmosphere for Gotham City.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Ronald Went was saying, I feel they're presenting the new Superman with the moral dilemma. Either Superman watches Zod killing others, so many die or one die. Yeah, I agree with you 100% on that, Ron. I do think that they were trying to present that ethical or that moral dilemma. But I'll tell you one thing, that even watching the movie, I was like, what? And that was, they were in the middle of Smallville, and Superman is just going full bore with his powers and everything. And I'm like, nope. And I know this was a young Superman and everything, but I think even young Superman would have done everything in his power to go to freaking Antarctica, go anywhere to take them away from public. And they didn't even get that done. And so you had a lot of people dying, a lot of businesses getting blowed up everywhere, everything. And then he broke someone's neck in the middle of the city. All of that didn't feel like the Superman that should be on the screen to me. I don't know. Ron, what, Jared, did you have anything to say on that?
No, I pretty much agree with you.
Okay.
It is the horns of a dilemma, as Jason would say.
Yeah, it is. And I did understand what they were doing. I did. I think if you're Superman, you find a way. That's kind of his whole thing. And he's not necessarily naive enough to say no one dies, but if someone did, it wasn't because he was fighting in the middle of the city because of it. He did everything he could to get that removed. I see Wolverine forming there. I got you.
It's coming together.
I see where you're going with that. Okay. And yeah, Ron went on with the moral dilemma. If you have 6 patients that will die unless they get an organ transplant, and you have one person that is a perfect match for those 6 people. If he were to die, but you could save them, what do you do?
I think that's Ron's way of telling us he sells organs on the black market.
Yeah, it sounds like the man. Hey, I'm not one to judge you. If I see you on the dark web, dude, I'm I'm not gonna say anything.
I was about to tell him to clean up his life, but I'm like, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Jared, sometimes you gotta race, man.
Sometimes you gotta race.
Michael Keaton was Courtney's favorite Batman.
Surprisingly good Batman.
Did you watch any Supergirl by any chance, Jared?
You know what? Not really. I've only seen the premiere episode, and I was like, let me be honest, I was a little underwhelmed. I didn't hate it or anything. I was like, it's not really targeted at me, I don't think. And then folks who have stuck with it though said that it gets better.
Mm-hmm.
Like it snowballs up, and I've heard that especially that John Jones is very good at it. So that's got my interest peaked.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't watch any of it. I haven't really watched any of the CW DC universe. If I had to say one I've seen the most of, and by seeing the most of, that means I passed by when Miranda was watching it, was The Flash.
Mm-hmm.
And I did watch some of the Crisis on Infinite Earths. I thought that was bold. That was adventurous, and I applaud them for that, especially on the little screen budget. And I mean, that was very bold for them to do that. So tons of props and credit to DC for doing that. They seem a lot more bold than they are in the movie universe, where the movie universe, to me, my whole thing about them is everything they do just feels like a big sneering indictment. Like they're just like, okay, we gave you Batman. He looks good. Superman's buff, right? Give us money. Well, I was going to give you money anyway. Could you give me a story? I said, give me the money. Okay. Here's your money.
Well, I watched Birds of Prey last night.
The TV show?
No, I watched that back in the day. I watched the Birds of Prey movie that came out early this year, like February, I think.
Oh, the Harley Quinn movie.
Yeah, they called it Birds of Prey, but it's a Harley Quinn movie. Yes.
What'd you think?
What do you know about the Birds of Prey TV show?
Nothing.
Okay, I watched it because Johanna especially is a big Birds of Prey fan, and I loved Birds of Prey as well. And man, people tore it down, and kind of rightfully so. The TV show really lost its way. I would rather watch the TV show on a constant loop. All right, maybe that's a little strong, but let's just say the Birds of Prey movie did not do it. Did you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I you know me, I don't like to be super negative, but I'll be honest. There was a lot of cursing in it. They were like really celebrating that R rating.
That's usually why it becomes R.
Yeah, but I was like, dang, I thought, okay, well, they ramp up the violence a bit, and I was like, geez, they really celebrated that R rating and the cursing. And then like, I don't know. I think I'm just grumpy old man because, I love the Birds of Prey comic too much, I think, to enjoy the movie, because I'm just like, okay, so the Cassandra Cain girl, that's not the Cassandra Cain that I know. Like Cassandra Cain that I know is like bad to the bone,
Right.
And there's no Barbara Gordon, and I felt like I almost felt like everybody but Harley Quinn was miscast. Like nobody felt right to me. But I had to admit, after I was pretty salty after I watched it. And then I had to admit myself, well, it's probably because it's not my Birds of Prey.
Hello.
Hello, Mark.
Dalvin, how you doing, sir? Nice to see you again.
We're just drawing pictures, man. Well, Delvin's coaching well.
Oh, we are drawn by the Duchess as well. Hello.
Hello.
Yay, the Duchess.
No, fun's just starting.
There we go. Now the party started.
How's everyone?
Very well tonight. How are you tonight, Duchess?
I can't complain. Actually, since the main star of the show is on, I'm going to fade off Jared.
Oh, you let the Duchess push you right out.
I did. It was too much. I was feeling her shine. I was wilting. I didn't put on my sunscreen.
No, I
The
appreciate
more the
you.
merrier.
Oh yeah, ordinarily yes. I got adult stuff that I got to do.
Got your coffee, sir.
Adulting
So
to
let me
do.
go take care of that. Jarrod, I see your Wolverines coming along nicely. Mark, your stuff is amazing as always. And
Yes, thank you,
everybody, I will log off now. Y'all have a good night.
Thanks for sitting in, man. It was nice talking with you.
Yeah, dude.
Keep
My
it
pleasure.
Jarrod's company.
Well, hello.
Hey, sir.
Somebody's got a real job.
Yeah, I wish this was my real job. That's the irony in it.
Someday, Mark.
Yeah. All in good fun. Now let me see if I can get this camera sorted so I can just. I'm gonna work on this page from Shipwreck I heard because
That's what I like to hear. I've gone back to the sketch cover well.
Nice. It looks clean as usual.
Thank you, sir. If I remember correctly, last week, I think it was Lloyd was interested in. I wrote down Wolverine and Val Kilmer Batman. And the first one on my stack was this Wolverine comic. So I thought, all right, see if I can cook up something that Lloyd likes. And if not, no hurt feelings, I'll just stick it out on the sales site.
Exactly.
But I haven't seen Lloyd stop by yet tonight. I mean,
He
Dad
has
Rap
a
already
schedule,
played.
remember? He's waiting for Dad Rap to be
Yeah,
completely.
Dad Rap played, so I'm expecting him any moment.
I don't even hear it tonight.
Oh, I probably got to redo it since you joined in.
Yeah, I mean, my apologies.
No, that's okay.
No,
Sometimes you got to kind of reset it when somebody new comes in. Let's see. Is that you hearing that?
Yeah.
Okay, you're hearing it. But yeah, man, today's been, I guess, busy for you, busy for me, huh? Uh-oh, did he freeze? Oh, he's frozen, isn't he? Bermuda. The triangle strikes again, y'all. Hopefully he'll unfreeze here soon.
Oh, we're back.
He's back.
Sorry about that. I don't know what's happening here.
That's all right. Technical difficulties are part of the charm of the show.
It's like the beauty of it, isn't it? It's exciting.
People get mad when we don't have technical difficulties.
Yeah, exactly. We don't want to be too flawless, you know what I mean?
It would be right if it was.
Right. You guys got the music though?
Yeah, I heard the music, yeah.
So how did you guys make up with that storm?
Did all right, yeah, especially where we were. We just got a lot of rain,
Right.
and it got a little bit windy, but that was about it.
That's cool. Yeah, our last one was all right as well.
My music's overpowering Mark. I don't want it to do that.
The last hurricane Foss didn't even feel like a hurricane.
Well, good. I know we had viewers that were worried.
Yep.
Yeah. We're looking out.
And we appreciate everyone.
You know, I still get my rhythm back. I mean, yesterday I was able to get right down and get most of this page done, right? But it's just now trying to get my brains back into the groove again.
Well, I'm excited for it.
Yeah, I'm excited too. Let me see if this light will better so you can hardly see it. That's not bad. Yeah, it's pretty light, I must say. So how was your day today, Jarrod?
What's that?
How was your day today?
Busy. I don't know why I always pick Tuesdays to be my busiest day, but somehow I do.
Yeah, I mean, I had a little. I forgot I had to work this evening, to be honest with But so whatever I can make it in time, have some fun.
Yeah, no problem. I never want this to be a burden for you. I want you
Right,
to
right. That's exactly. And that's why I don't. Last time I was all bent out of shape, I said, well, once I get there, just tune in and we take it from there.
There you go.
See what
Yeah,
conference.
I just chatted with Delvin. I was like, hey, I think Mark's gonna be a little late. You want to come on and chat for a bit? And
Yeah. And that's
Delvin's
nice.
been given the gift of gab.
Yeah, exactly. You always have something to say, huh? That's a good thing.
He's a man of many opinions.
Yep.
Hello, Stormwolf.
Stormwolf.
Welcome.
Stormwolf.
Getting our regular Tuesday night crew together.
Yeah.
Yep. Showing the love.
I'm just going to say hi to everybody in chat. I'm not even sure who's there. My apologies.
We have Courtney. I believe we have Ron.
And Stormwolf.
And Stormwolf.
Yep.
That might be it for tonight.
That's
If
right.
we've missed you, sound off. Of course, the
Yep,
deck.
exactly. That's okay, me.
Yeah, say hi in the chat so we can announce your entrance.
That's right. With much fanfare.
I got to post it on my feed as well, too, so people can see that on.
That would be a good idea, sir. So what you been up to lately, Jarrod?
Oh man, just a little of this and a little of that. Making my run to all my little usual yard sale stops.
Right.
Drawing some pictures here and there, selling some stuff on eBay here and there.
Yeah, I see the commissions are still flowing nicely.
Yes, the commissions are
That's a
still
good thing.
flowing nicely. Cannot complain.
That's good.
Then I use Tuesday nights. The book page sketches are relatively simple, so I usually do those during the week, and then I use Tuesday nights when I'm thinking about doing something a little bigger.
Right.
So I remembered that Lloyd had said he might be interested in a Wolverine sketch cover, and I just happen to have one.
Just knocking about.
Yep, and I have another Batman one because he was talking about a Val Kilmer Batman. And I thought, oh, that's
Very nice.
That'll probably be next week.
Right. Is that one you've done before, the Val Kilmer one?
No, I did a Michael Keaton one.
Right, I see the Keaton, right. That's why I wondered.
Lloyd bought that one. And I'm like, ooh, a Kilmer would be fun. I just watched that Batman Forever as well, so it's kind of like on my brain,
Right.
That reminds me, I got a question for you. Just
Sure.
to see if we're all like this or if it's just me. But I was watching a movie the other night, and it was just, I don't even remember exactly which movie I was watching. Just a regular scene, nothing much to it. But I was noticing the way that the light fell across this actor's face and how the shadows were. Do you do that too when you're watching movies? You're like,
oh, sometimes it drives me insane, right? I even look at the way the people fall into the backgrounds, into rooms and whatnot. The perspective and all that is crazy. But
so it's not just me. Okay.
No, I'm always looking at the shadows, and because it's you can never do that enough,
Yeah, I was just looking at how the light fell on the face. You know what? Now that I mentioned it, it makes it even funnier. I think I was watching a silly movie like Major Pain. I think I was watching Major Pain.
Right.
And I was just in the scene. I was saw the way the light fell on his face. And I was like, oh, that's a really cool shadow effect.
Yeah, exactly.
I should see if I could recreate that.
Yeah, and you can see what you actually find in movies.
So I'm not the only one. Good to know.
No, you're not alone, bro.
Want to welcome MK Billion.
Hey,
Billion.
Hello, sir.
Billion, always welcome here.
Yep.
But to just add to what you were saying about the shadows, when you do specific things, your eye starts drawing attention to that stuff.
Yeah.
Like
what you start to take note of.
Right, what you start to take note of. For example, and this is nothing to do with art, And Jarrod, you could probably ask your wife. She probably noticed this as well. When she was pregnant with your children, all of a sudden you see everything pregnant. You will notice every pregnant woman that comes your path. So
Makes
when you
sense.
do art, you start noticing like
Yeah.
colors and how things are perceived, and like you said, the shadowing to it.
Cool. Well, definitely. Yeah, it's probably something to do with the way your brain is tuned into certain
Yeah.
topics. So what's for dinner tonight? Let's get that out of the way.
Dinner is pause right now.
Probably leftover crawfish and potato from yesterday.
Yeah. Today's been a very hectic day.
Yeah, apparently for all of us then.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't know why it's always Tuesday.
I know.
This ends up being my relaxation time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And that's a strange part
I
of
go on a live stream to relax.
Yeah. Once I got her to sit down on the stream, it was like, okay, I could calm down now.
So Courtney's just telling me about some shows. She said she finished watching Lucifer.
Okay.
That's one that a few people have told me that is really good. And she also asked me if I watched the Vampire Diaries.
I think I've seen that, but I haven't seen it. I mean, I've seen the preview.
I think I've seen, yeah, like previews and stuff. Yeah, I don't mind vampire shows. I think they're cool.
Yeah.
I want to suck your blood, blah, blah, blah.
I just remember that I didn't bring any water to rinse my brush out, so I'm going to get that.
Okay,
And I'll put Mark on the big screen while I go get
Yes,
that
sir.
water.
yeah, I gotta try to sort out my light. Not sure what's wrong with it tonight.
Bring it closer, sir.
Yeah, but see, when they bring it down, it just makes it.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
That's because the way the screen is too, like, not too big.
Right, I
My
tilted
camera's
it.
in a weird angle as well.
Tilted forward so I can see the screen,
Yeah.
man.
Nothing too exciting tonight, you guys. My apologies. Trying to get this page in it.
So yeah, just to let everyone know about the hurricane that we had, it literally was just wind. We didn't. If there was damages, it was more water. We had very little rain.
Not even
So-
much wind, thankfully, no.
Yeah. So it wasn't a catastrophe.
Yeah. Had a lot worse.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we definitely don't want catastrophes.
Nope.
Nope. And I actually saw some footage of the hurricane that hit where you are, Jarrod, and that's why I was like, I hope you guys are okay.
Yeah, we got off pretty lucky, I'll say.
Yeah.
But I appreciate your.
Yeah, it really depends on where you're situated as well.
Yep.
Because where we are, it's like sort of enclosed, so we always seem to be pretty good.
And
Nothing
as
apparently-
funny as this may seem, because we're on an island, we're like literally surrounded by water, but we're a little bit more inland. We're not on the shores, so I think that helps as well.
Yeah, it definitely helps with us. I mean, it's about
Yeah.
90 minutes to the coast for us.
You're putting your little square.
Yes, because I just realized I'm like, that's going to be covered in black. So put your square down. So you got a place to sign it later.
I feel that square needs to be more bigger so they can see how awesome your name is.
How awesome my name is. So yeah, this is episode 27. 27 times we've done this now.
Wow.
They just keep adding up.
And just for a reminder for our viewers, next week Tuesday there will be no stream.
That's right. It's the last
As
Tuesday of
it's
the month.
the last Tuesday of the month. So just a reminder for everyone.
Don't miss us too much.
That's right. Next week is the week you go back and you watch an old episode that you might have missed before.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
So what are you guys having for dinner?
Tonight, I made
Nice.
a Jarrod special. It's Sloppy Joe burritos.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that sounds
I make
delicious.
Sloppy Joe meat, but I put in a tortilla with cheese and bake it in the oven for a little while. It was not bad. Did that, and I grilled some corn on the cob.
Oh,
Nice.
Works for me.
Grilled it right in the husk.
Yep.
Not too shabby.
Courtney says, looking good, Mark.
Yep. Thanks.
So apparently Pensacola, Florida got hit bad.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hope everyone out there is doing okay. It's not easy when stuff like that happens, and it kind of disrupts everything.
Yeah.
Jared Courtney says that sounds interesting. Do you think she's referring to your dinner? That does sound interesting. I'm gonna try that one night.
Yeah.
I like tortillas.
Sloppy Joe in a burrito is really all it is. We put some cheese inside with the Sloppy Joe meat, and then I put line the burritos up in a little pan and put cheese over all that. You could put a little red sauce on it if you want to, or green sauce, whatever you like. And then just put it in the oven at 350 for about 8 or 10 minutes. And
I'm sure the fam loves it.
Yeah.
I'm sure wifey is loving that. Not having to cook. I'm with her right there.
Yeah, I tend to take care of it on Tuesday because I know I've got the live stream.
Mm-hmm.
So I know it needs to be ready a little early, and she's got to take the big one to get their allergy shots on Tuesdays. So I just make it while they're off getting their shots.
Every Tuesday?
Every Tuesday.
Wow.
They're going through like allergy therapy thing where you get little shots every week, and supposedly after about 2 years your allergies will fade.
Sort of diminishes it a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I actually have a coworker. Well, he no longer work with us, but he had a really bad allergy to shrimp, like shellfish.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a story where he must have gone to a restaurant with the boss. Well, he's friendly with the boss anyway. And he was just stuffing his face with all the shrimp, and all of a sudden his whole face swelled up.
That's not good.
And 7 years later, now he has no allergies. Which I'm like, I want to not have allergies. Hello.
I have heard of this though, kind of quasi-famously, Clint Eastwood stopped making cowboy movies because he developed a horse allergy.
Oh wow!
Yeah, after Tail Rider, he just stopped, and then he didn't make another one for, I want to say it was 7 years.
Right.
And they say that it just went away for him.
Oh, nice. That's something I never knew. That would do, Jared.
These are the things that I stored away in my brain.
Yeah.
Well, it's
actually,
nice.
Conversation starters.
Yes, exactly. I was just thinking that's it was a really cool conversation.
I got a brain full of fun facts like Cliff Clavin on Cheers.
yeah. Sure. It's one of my favorite shows.
Everybody loves Cheers. Gotta love Cheers.
Yeah, that Wolverine looks pretty cool.
Thank you. Hopefully it'll get
I
there.
wasn't sure where his face was at first, but now I see it.
It'll get in there. It'll get in there. Eventually.
Yeah.
Once I ink in the eye area, it'll make a lot more sense.
Yep. That's why you should never see unfinished work.
Not at all. Yeah, these pages have been kicking my butt. I hear that.
I think it's looking good.
Yeah, like, it's working out eventually. You know, it's like it's just a struggle getting each one started. And once you get good, it's like, okay, I see some sort of direction from doing with it. Then, like, I try not to overdo it.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes, you know, keeping it simple, it turns out a lot better.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, sometimes you try to do too much and it just ruins everything.
Well, just to also let everyone know, Mark is going to compile some pieces that he has that he would like to sell. So on the next stream, it will be organized to where he can show it, if that's okay, Jarrod.
Oh, absolutely.
So if anyone's interested in any of the pieces that he's going to put up.
Okay, I'll make sure to advertise that.
Yeah.
Be a big Mark sale.
Yeah, because I sort of slid on the permissions. I mean, I have gotten a bit lazy too. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, it's just one of those. Yeah, it's just one of those phases where you go through as an artist.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone goes through it.
Except because productive as Jarrod.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, we'll definitely need to talk that up on social media. So not this Tuesday because we're off, but the next one.
Right.
We're going to have the Mark Hatherley blowout sale.
Yeah. Some great deals.
Everything must go.
Yeah, very good.
He's slashing prices. All right, maybe not, but.
Yeah. Just throw some free shipping out there.
Yep.
All right.
I guess I'll wait for 10 more minutes for the 3-minute sketch.
You can call it whenever you like, because we've been rolling, 53 minutes now? But that's, whenever you want, it's fine. I got an eye forming now, so that's good.
Yeah. I like that it says Savage Wolverine.
I did too. Especially for the pose that I selected, I think it works well. It's gonna have a savage look in his eye.
Yeah, I think those are such a good idea.
Yeah, it is so cool.
What, the blank covers?
Yeah.
And the artwork on it.
I mean, who thought of that?
I don't know. Yeah, I only first saw them like 5 or 6 years ago.
Right.
And I did a whole series of I got 6 blank James Bond ones and did every actor on them. And they were a lot of fun. The covers for those, like this is one of the better ones because, like I said, the covers come in different material.
Right.
And those James Bond ones were sort of the shinier, waxier, and they were harder to work on.
Oh yeah, they were coated.
Yeah, they're coated. That's the word. And these newer ones they give you are much friendlier.
So Courtney says, artist choice since she's the only one here.
Yeah.
Is she the only one here? Such a sad Tuesday.
But, well, we have 4 viewers, so the other 2 are very quiet. And look at that. We have Rick Presents in
Hey, Rick.
in the chat. Hi, Rick.
You're right. Rick, I got to tell Rick how disappointed I am in him. And it's hard for him to hear as soon as he comes in the chat, I know. We tossed out a opportunity to be on Longbox Crusade match game to our patrons, and I was shocked to see that Rick didn't put his name in the hat like within the first 3 minutes of that post. Shocked.
He says, I understand. He says, what the H did I do this time?
Shocked.
It's funny.
I mean, there's 2 other patrons of the Longbox Crusade on here right now. 3 if the Stormwolf is still here. But Mark and the Duchess, put their names in if they feel like playing match game. But I feel like since you guys are recent additions and you haven't heard a lot of the podcasts, you would be at a disadvantage. But nobody cares. It's all for fun. There's no actual monetary prize.
Exactly. All in fun.
Rick says that he saw it, but he honestly decided to let the others have a chance.
You know what is funny is I kind of in my head I was like, I wonder if Rick's late in the cut because we have him on a lot, and it's very nice and noble of you, sir. But you're welcome to put in for him. I think we only have 2 people in on it right now, like kind of 1.5 too, because Auburn Elvis didn't specifically say he wanted to be on it, but I think he does. So we might need you. We might need you off the bench, Rick.
And this is when this is taking place.
This is on Sunday, October hang on, I got the calendar up in another tab.
October 1st.
11th.
Okay. Cool.
Sunday, October the 11th is because we do our live streams on the second Sunday of every month. So that's the second Sunday of October.
That's right.
And yeah.
I have to try to tune in. Their live streams are cool, I must say.
We do have fun.
I enjoyed live streams.
Rick, I think you would probably do pretty well too, because you're a faithful listener to the show. You know a lot of the. I've got some. We've written some silly questions. Van Allen Plexico is going to host it.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
We're going to have us a good time.
He says he may have to throw his name in, but you can always call him if you need him.
That's my boy. Hey, you can see a face in there now. I looked up at the camera. I'm like, oh, you can kind of see the face of Wolverine.
It's so tricky to him when you're doing stuff like that.
It's like revealing itself. That's pretty cool.
It's kind of fun for the artist because you're just like part of you's like, is this going to turn out all right?
Yeah, exactly.
And you fill in the blacks and you're like, oh, thank God, it looks like Wolverine.
It's tricky until he starts to take shape.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to have faith and trust yourself, trust your judgment.
Yeah, that is so cool. Is that one for Lloyd?
If he wants, he gets first dibs if he wants it because it was his
that's cool.
call from last week. But if he ends up saying, oh, I don't like the style or whatever, then I'll just.
Right.
I basically try to do it in a very similar style as I did the Doctor Who from last week.
Right.
Since I knew he liked that.
Yes.
I tried to kind of go in that same vein.
Yeah, that Doctor Who was awesome.
Someone take that.
I tell you what, there's not a lot of times that I get excited about my own work, but I was happy with that Doctor Who.
Right. I knew what you're saying, dude. That's every artist,
Every once in a while, I get a piece that I'm like, yeah. And then, like Mark and I have talked about before, it's usually the ones that nobody else likes but me.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, it's the truth.
I'm like, yeah, and everybody else is like, yeah. He's like,
I was like, oh, this is the coolest thing I've ever drawn. And nobody likes it.
That's the way. That's the way.
Just keep trucking along.
Said Jarrod. Normally I wouldn't care too much, but you guys are always complimenting how clean things are, so I'm going to make sure this line down here is real clean. I don't want to disappoint you guys. There we go. Masked it off. Then I can just do this. It'll probably still bleed under a little, but it'll have a neat look.
Yeah.
So what's going on with Rick?
He says, wait, you talked about
Stalag 17? Is that where this is going?
Yes, with someone that was not me. Jarrod.
Oh.
What?
Well, I got to be honest.
WTH.
I got to tell you, Rick. I don't want to break your heart or anything, but yours was not the first movie podcast I'd ever been on. In fact, the first one I'd ever been on was Film and Water with Rob Kelly. So what he's referring to is a few days ago, I put out on Twitter via the Longbox account, said, hey, name some black and white movies in the comments. And if I haven't seen the first one I haven't seen, I'll watch it and give you a shout out on my video review. And Rob Kelly said Stalag 17, and I hadn't seen it. So I watched it, and instead of doing a shout out, I invited Rob on to talk about it, and I posted that just today. So if you're interested in Stalag 17, which is an incredibly good movie, head on over to the Longbox Crusade YouTube page when you're done here, of course. And,
yeah, exactly.
Give it a watch. And if you're watching us right now, we'd really appreciate a subscription and a like. Tell your friends. Unless you hate the show, then tell your enemies.
Exactly.
We'll ruin their day for you.
Rick said, fantastic movie.
Oh, gosh, yes. I mean,
all captions with an exclamation mark.
Yes, I will wholeheartedly agree. And as he will learn when he watches the video, or I can save him time, I had never even heard of it until Rob put it in the suggestion on the Twitter.
Is that like a space movie?
No, it's a World War II movie.
Oh,
it's about American prisoners of war at a German prisoner of war camp in World War II, and it's not as depressing as that sounds. It's
right.
It's got its drama, but it's got a fair amount of comedy, and really what it is at its core is almost like a whodunit mystery.
Okay.
It's really good. There's so many layers to it, and I just
it's like a psychological thriller.
Yeah, that's involved in it. It's just I saw a person comment on it on YouTube because I watched it on YouTube because it's up. The entire movie's up on YouTube. You can watch it for free. And I saw a commenter who pointed out that the whole movie takes place in this prison camp. The whole movie. So there's no special effects. There's no, big scene things or anything. It's all in this prison camp. So it completely relies on its storytelling and its actors.
Right.
And
that was so cool. Like movies that take place in like such a small setting.
Yes.
I always thought that was so, like the Breakfast Club.
Mm-hmm.
It was cool. The whole thing was like in the high school.
Yeah. No, you're right. This movie's all on that, and it was based on a play. So you got to if I was a movie producer, I'd always be looking for plays because you don't have to do many set changes. Sometimes none at all.
Right.
That's a very interesting way to do a movie.
Yeah, and it's just the performances are all great.
Yeah.
You will laugh. You will sit there and try and figure out who did it. Yeah, I'm sure Rick has probably got thoughts in the chat.
Yeah, he said the basis of Hogan's Hero.
Yeah, it definitely. When I first started watching, I was like, did they base Hogan's Heroes off of this? The old TV show? Because somehow they find a way to make prison camp life of World War II funny, which doesn't sound right.
No.
But like I mentioned on today's, now you guys don't even have to watch it because I'm going to cover everything I mentioned.
Spoiler alert.
But like I mentioned today, though, having been in the military and in Iraq, you know, in less than stellar places,
Yeah.
it really rang true to me because that's what military folks do.
Right.
When you're in like a crappy place, you make it fun.
You have no other choice, huh?
You don't have a choice. You just make it fun.
I mean, I would think either you're going to be the type of person to make it fun, or you just depress yourself to no end. You know.
There you go. And all those characters are in Stalag 17. There's a guy who just doesn't talk and just stares out into space all day, and there's a couple of guys who just cut up and make jokes and do goofy things all day that are a lot of fun to watch. You know, it's even though some would say, "Oh, I can't believe they turned a prison camp movie into something of a comedy."
Right.
It rings true because that's what you do.
Yeah.
And you do when you're over there.
So you can really relate to that, you know.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I can take what you just said and all that, and how my viewing experience be a bit different, but no way I can relate to that, you know, totally. So I never experienced all that stuff. I think it's so fascinating, you know.
So if you had to be one character out of that movie, which one would you be?
Is it you asking or Rick?
No, I'm asking you.
Oh man. Well, William Holden plays the lead character, and his name is something starts with an S. It's killing me. Anyway, and you kind of want to be him, but you kind of. This is how good the dang movie is. You kind of want to be him, but you kind of don't, because he's like the sharpest guy. Like he's the guy making all the good trades for the little stuff inside the camp. But like he's also the guy that will, like, when the guys at the very beginning, there's a couple of guys that do a prison break, and he's also the guy that bets against them escaping because he knows it'll win him stuff. And you're like, oh, that's gross, betting against your friends to not make it out, you know, of the prison camp. But he's just so layered. I don't know. I think to answer the question, if I can be anybody from that movie, there's a lieutenant in the movie that I really liked a lot. He joins the movie about halfway through, and I guess maybe because I was an officer, I relate to the lieutenant more. But he was a really good lieutenant. Like he conducted himself well and got along well with the men, and you know, did everything he could to subvert the Germans. You know, he was cool. I like to be him.
Courtney says it was like the West Side Story.
Yeah, West Side Story was a obviously a play before it was a movie,
right?
Or a musical, if you will.
And we have Burner account. He says he's just stopping in to say hi.
Hey Burner.
He's got to get back to a Tesla battery day live stream. Good vibes.
Okay. We lost out to a Tesla stream. You know what I heard about those battery streams, though? That they've got their positives and their negatives.
Only you, Jarrod. No, you did, buddy.
Rick says Jarrod is animal.
He's talking about from the movie. Yeah, I think I probably am at the end of the day. He was one of the goofy cut up characters. Yeah, that's probably
yeah, we have to watch that one.
Yeah, I gotta watch this movie.
Like I said, it's on YouTube. If you type Stalag 17 full movie, somebody posted the whole movie like 2 years ago, and nobody's ever taken it down. So the copyright police haven't been too upset about it.
Yeah,
I mean, you gotta imagine once a movie's like it's almost 70 years old. It's
after a while, it's like no one.
Wow.
Well, not to say no one cares, but they don't fuss like me.
I mean, your true collectors, they'll buy it on Blu-ray or whatever anyway. It's not. Like, I don't think they're really losing money. I think only true collectors would really.
But that's it, right? If you're really into it, you get it. You know, you still get your copy.
It's probably so old that it doesn't have a copyright log on that.
Sometimes they do that. Yeah, I think Paramount still does have the copyright though, because they did release the Blu-ray of it. That's what Rob was telling me on the show.
Okay, so are you all ready for the 3 minutes sketcheroony?
Ooh, I could get that way. I Just let me let me know who it is and all that jazz. And
Pick
what I
a
want to
number
do is
from 1 to 30.
1 to 30. Is Courtney doing that tonight? Picking a number?
I know, Courtney, do you want to pick a number?
I want to give her job away.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all right. I need to buy a little time too because I want to get as much ink out of this brush as I can before I rinse it out to start doing the 3-ounce sketch. That's how cheap I am. I'm like, I got ink left in this brush, man.
Nothing wrong with that, Jarrod.
Ink isn't free.
I need to get cheaper myself, mate.
Mm-hmm.
You used to get carried away when you see these nice products, you know.
We have a few more people in the live stream.
Welcome, everybody.
Say hello.
Stop in the chat. Say what's up. We got nice people in the chat. And Rick. Rick's super nice.
Subscribe and like and take it from there.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Drop us a subscription. Give us a like.
Drop a happy face.
In return, we will make witty comments.
Give you a free shout out.
That's right. We'll shout you out all day.
And okay, I'm not going to repeat that, Rick.
Oh, is Rick? What's Rick doing? Oh, after I went out of my way to say, no, he's super nice. That must be the delay. He just didn't get that part. He had a delay.
Okay, so we have number 13. Where are you? So you are drawing Gizmo, nominated by Lloyd.
Gizmo.
Oh, from Gremlins.
Gizmo, yeah.
Gizmo.
Before he turned into a gremlin.
He's a little creature.
Well,
so
he's a mogwai.
Oh, right, the little thing that before he turns into the gremlin.
Mogwai. Yes.
I guess he never technically turned into one.
Well,
but he spawned the things that did. Well, it wasn't his fault, man. That dumbass kid never followed any of the rules they gave him.
He turned into Rambo, though.
That's right. He did at the end of the
little
movie.
bandana on. He was
my gosh, I almost forgot about that. That's funny.
And it's actually good.
All right, Gizmo tonight. I've drawn I do this thing when I'm at cons, and if there's a quiet moment, I bust out these cards, these little Brad Beckers, and I just do a sketch on them, and I do a little marker coloring on it, and then I just set it out. And if anybody wants it, it's just like $10, so you can just kind of pick up a little piece of something original. And I've probably done about 3 or 4 Gizmos. He's kind of the one I like to do. Plus, people tend to pick him up and buy him, which is always a bonus.
He's cute.
Yeah,
I want a Gizmo in real life.
People love this. Gizmo is not it.
It's one of those things, like I've talked about before. I've noticed the more offbeat character I draw, the faster people pick up and buy it. Because I guess it's like, they just know I'm not going to see another Gizmo here at the thing today, so I might as well.
Yeah, exactly. I gotta get it known.
But I always pick oddball characters to do on those little cards. Like my go-tos are Gizmo, Slimer.
Oh yeah,
I do Slimer from Ghostbusters a lot. I do Krang from the Ninja Turtles.
Have you
the
ever,
little pink brain guy.
Have you ever drawn Orko, the little guy from He-Man?
Yes, I have done. I've done 1 or 2 Orcos.
He popped in my mind just now, right?
Why does that not surprise me?
I don't think I've ever drawn that little guy, to be honest.
I was joking.
One too.
I was joking with the guy next to me at Dragon Con one year. I was like, just name me the worst cartoon characters you can think of that everybody hates. And I guarantee you that they'll sell because nobody else has drawn them.
Exactly.
And one of the ones he did was like, do Orko. And it sold in about 8 minutes.
Wow.
He was like, do Scrappy Doo. Everybody hates Scrappy. And Scrappy sold in 5-10 minutes. Well, let me get my card ready then. I just rinsed out my brush. Got to pull up my reference, though. I like to draw Gizmo, but I don't draw them good without reference. I won't even lie.
Definitely ready to
move this
Doesn't he say like,
I'm just going to use the sand. Actually, yeah, that's I need this. You got just use the sand piece of paper, recycle it in every corner.
I love it.
Yeah, see, man.
There you go. You're Betty Boop. Oh, you Look at
Yeah, recycling corners, me.
I knew you wouldn't. You knew you couldn't help yourself but to finish inking that Hello Kitty.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't resist. Could not resist. So we're doing. Let me look up my reference.
Gizmo. You gotta do the one at the Rambo.
Oh my god.
I bet you any money that's the one Jared's doing.
I kind of always use the same pose. So I could look around and see if there's something else I could do. Well, all right.
And Jared, this time follow your first one. Do whichever one.
So Mark and I can do the same ones.
Yeah, that would be cool. I keep saying Robo. The Rambo bandana. Funny when he does that because he looks so mean and he's like ready for war.
I'm trying to find an actual movie still, but I've never tried to find a movie.
All right, if you've joined the stream now, your timing is impeccable because we're about to do the 3-minute sketch.
Hello.
If you ever want to get an idea put on the 3-minute sketch list, just put it in the chat, and the lovely Duchess will put you on the list. And then Courtney does our random number selection, and tonight she has selected Gizmo from the Gremlins. So you tell us when to go. I'm set.
Ready, on your mark. Get set. Mark's having technical.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, good.
Okay, go. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Go.
I'm getting like brush pan again. Everybody wants to.
Uh-oh.
No, I guess I think I picked a crappy one to do.
Well, in a few minutes, we'll see which one Jared picked.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna disappoint you. I didn't get the Rambo one.
That's good enough.
That's all right. Courtney says she had a little Gizmo toy when she was little. That's cute.
I don't know if you guys remember this, or if it was even big in Bermuda, but I had a Gizmo backpack that you'd wear to school, and it looked like Gizmo was like writing in your backpack, like he was screen printed on the back of it.
That's funny.
Those were popular when I was a kid.
And
My mom would always like buy us whatever the cheapest backpack was, so I can't believe I got like a cool
one. Hey, backpacks are expensive.
I definitely recommend going to a Goodwill or a Salvation Army. It's a good way to get backpacks for like a couple $3.
See, now I was fluff on your head.
I don't know why, but mine's coming out looking an awful lot like Yoda. Stupid 80s puppets got me confused.
I don't think I'm getting fortunate at all.
We have Genome Presents in the chat.
Hey, sir.
Genome.
Hello, sir.
Meow, 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 meow.
Cracking.
Love us some Genome around these parts.
He said, the backpack must have been a gem sport, or you will be ostracized by the other kids.
It's probably was both.
I actually don't remember any of the backpacks that I had when I was in school.
It's all about backpacks and trapper keepers, man.
Yeah, remember the trapper keepers?
Yeah. Mind you, there was when I was like my first year of high school, I got this mini leather backpack. And
We're out of time, but just let her tell her story.
Oh, we're out of time already.
yes, you're out of time.
Go on.
But it's funny though because no one had like the little mini backpacks, and this was like mid 90s. So I had gotten one. My mom let me get one because we didn't really carry a whole lot to high school. A lot of the stuff was at school already.
All right.
And it's funny though because the following year, everyone had the little leather backpack that I had.
Oh, trendsetter.
No, that looks cute.
Trendsetter. All right, we are out of time.
Yeah, we both cheated this week.
We cheated so much, but there you go. There's mine. Oh, I love the little headshot you did. That's really clean, man. That's cool.
Yeah, I think something went too fast. I mean, you want to pick up the piece again.
I love it though.
I got carried away.
We got into the gizmo tonight. Thank you, everybody.
And next week when you see the same sheet, it'll be done. Watch.
No.
Yep, I know. We all have that bug in us. All right, I'm pretty close to finishing this Wolverine. That's why I always say, and that takes me forever. But
all right, let's get back to this fun page.
Courtney says those are adorable.
Yeah, pretty
well,
fun.
I'm glad you liked our 3-minute sketch from today.
Yeah, it's always a blast.
Gremlins makes a great Christmas movie, by the way.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. I remember the first time I watched Gremlins. It was definitely my brother's idea. I don't remember when it came out, but I know that it, like, you know, at a young age, when you watch scary stuff, you're like, no, I don't want to watch no more.
I forgot how scary it was until I watched it just like last year.
Yeah, that first one was pretty darn creepy.
I was like, man, that's pretty dark.
I mean, they got sort of funnier and funnier, like silly apples, but
yeah, the first one was, I don't know.
Yeah, the first one was pretty awesome.
They're like, run, they're gonna get you. Rick's bouncing. Take it
Rick,
easy, he says.
All right, thanks for stopping by, Rick.
And continue to bounce along.
Can't believe you left us like that.
Jetted on.
I said how nice he was.
Compliment and laugh.
No, I'm not sure what movie Genome's referring to, but he says nothing says Christmas like a dead dad in the chimney.
that's
Gremlins was a bit twisted. Was it?
He's not wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, the dead dad in the chimney bit.
Yeah, one of them I think bent and got stuck in
when she tells that story in that movie, I'm always like, goodness gracious. If you would ask me when I was little, I was sworn.
The girl whose her father got stuck there, wasn't it?
Yeah, she tells
He
a story
died?
about how her dad died in the chimney, like pretending to be Santa Claus. And you're just like, oh my gosh, I thought this was a kid's movie.
Wow. What a way to go.
That's how I'm going to go. I'm going full chimney death.
Very good.
You know what's weird is how things get conflated in your mind when you're a kid, because for years I would have sworn that Santa Claus death chimney story was in Karate Kid.
Right.
And it wasn't, like I said, I rewatched Gremlins for the first time in a long time, like last year, and I was like, oh, it was in Gremlins. Why the hell did I think that was in Karate Kid?
So we have John Beatty in the chat, and he says that the ragged lines actually look nice.
They do. Yeah, that looks clean, huh? I'm just scrubbing it off my page tonight. More easier to do it off.
Welcome, John.
Nice to have you, Mr. Beatty, as always.
Yep. Aw, sad face. I think he liked the rough little lines that you had at the top. Sorry, John.
All right, John. You were just a couple minutes too slow.
The peanut gallery has arrived, says Gina.
Good stuff.
Yeah, that looks clean.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
Did you tape that to your desk?
I did. Wouldn't be the first time I've done something like this.
Yeah, got that right.
I think I want to let that dry for just a second. Oh, so what's going on? So John showed up just to get sad.
Unfortunately.
I didn't like the rough lines, John. If Wolverine wasn't so large in the middle, might have gone with it, but it seemed like it cut the black off too soon. This time I was feeling, man. Came here just to be sad, but we still love him.
Yep. Too bad too bad Lloyd didn't stop in so you could see it.
Yeah, I thought for sure we'd see Lloyd tonight, but that's all right.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
We'll catch up with Lloyd at a later date.
Exactly. Things happen. I mean, I appreciate everybody that stops by, you know.
Absolutely.
Not that they have to, you know. It means a lot, even for just a short time.
Yeah, even to stop by to say hello.
Yeah.
We
Mhm.
appreciate y'all.
Always.
Let's see what I want to do with this. Ooh, not that. This one.
Bam. There you go.
And then you can't see them. Then apologies, folks.
Not too shabby-ish.
I can see what you're doing, sir.
Yeah.
I'm not looking at you. I'm looking at the screen.
I think I was off screen also just now.
Didn't notice. I was looking at the Savage Wolverine.
Savage Wolverine.
I must say he is one of my favorite characters.
You're wrong, huh? Wolvie.
Him and the Batman. And you know what? As a few other ones I like Spider-Man, because he's always cracking jokes. And then Deadpool is like constantly cracking jokes and being serious at the same time.
She likes them joke cracking superheroes.
Yeah.
I do too.
The main how tricky is you just draw normal people do this normal stuff.
And Courtney is enjoying watching our stream while having dinner.
All right, that's an appetite.
I love that we are your entertainment, madam.
Yeah, for real.
I want to know what she's at.
Hey, Courtney, what you're having? What are you eating? It's probably soup. She likes soup. I'm dipping on that.
Betting on soup today.
Yeah. Deadpool can't put down the tacos.
He does love his tacos and his chimichangas.
John says I had Five Guys with Jacob.
Nice.
The
Is
Five Guys.
a restaurant?
There's a burger chain, yeah.
Oh,
Pretty good.
What happened to the KFC, John?
Oh, yeah, I got it wound up.
Did you fire them?
Burned it to the ground.
Courtney is having a baked salmon with beets, carrots, and green beans.
Ooh, healthy.
That sounds delicious. Enjoy, pleasant appetite.
Healthy.
Mhm.
Sounds good.
I still like Chick-fil-A. I guess the next time we go, we come for a visit. I should try Five Guys, like John said.
I think we
Five Guys can't go wrong. Good burgers, good fries.
You went to one of those burger places.
We went for a few, but I think the Chick-fil-A is my favorite.
Yeah.
I don't know if John's being serious or not, but he says the place closed down. The place is closed now. Burnt KFC.
I think we all know who had a hand in that. He's like, it's a mystery.
I wonder if the KFC where you guys are is the same as, like, tastes the same as the one here.
I don't know. I heard a bunch of them are different all over. Like, depends on where you go.
And I actually recently found out, no offense, but I'm not a fan of McDonald's. And I found out from my mom why that is. When I was little, I was very picky at eating. And apparently, I would always get a kid's meal with nuggets from McDonald's when I was
That's the
little.
go-to. Yeah, that's what all the kids get.
So I guess that's why I don't like McDonald's. I guess she gave it to me so often.
You got burnt out on it? She got burnt out on that Mickey
So
D.
sorry for anyone in the chat that likes McDonald's.
I like nuggets.
I do like nuggets. It's kind of
Yeah,
like my
I
go-to.
like nuggets.
Genome says the Five Guy ? Home of $10 lunch meals.
And they do make them to order.
Yeah, John says they're fresh burgers, fresh fries, no heat lamp.
Yep.
That's good to know.
It was nice. Yeah, fresh stuff.
Yeah, fresh stuff is nice.
It is good.
Yeah.
Well, looky there. I've got this one just about polished off at 1 hour and 33 minutes.
Nice.
It only took me 27 live
working.
streams.
Oh, that looks clean.
I know. Look at that.
Thank you. Bring it up for you. Wolverine.
No, that looks good, Jared. I like that one.
Thank you. Thank you.
There's one somewhere.
John's got me thinking about Five Guys. So he's basically doing a commercial for him in the chat, and it's working on me. Yeah, I'm like, they do cut their own fries.
That's nice.
They cut their own
It's
fries.
funny though, because whenever we travel, I always have a hard time enjoying food. I don't know what it is.
I think you have to know where to go as well.
Yeah. Like the pizza, I haven't found one place that I actually like the pizza there. I don't know if because my taste buds are picky or what.
Really?
Mhm.
Never found a good pizza ever, period?
Not out there.
Wow.
You good one.
Like what?
Like in the airport. I don't know what it's called, but it was delicious. They went back and got another expensive slice. Expensive airport food it is.
Courtney's like, when y'all coming to see me?
Hey, man,
Thanks, Drake.
When we come to the Heroes Con, please come down.
Yeah. Gotta organize something.
Yeah. So we can hang out. That'll be fun.
Not making no promises yet, but hey.
You have a good chance of hanging out with Mr. John Beatty.
Yeah.
Just one of the many draws of the Heroes Con. I know where to find him because I got him addicted to soy garlic wings. Actually, let's be honest, Delvin got us all addicted to soy garlic.
Oh, sweet.
What is a really nice Mexican place out there? Like Mexican food.
We got a place called Taco Bell. I don't know if you're...
Yes, I want to go there. Actually, when we went in April of last year, I actually wanted to go to Taco Bell, but for some reason we just...
I love Taco Bell, but John's got a pretty good one in his town that we've gone to a couple of times when I've gone to visit.
A Taco Bell?
No, a Mexican joint. He's got a decent one that I like. I'm pretty easy on Mexican though, to be honest with you.
So what is Chipotle? Is that Mexican?
Yeah, it's like a burrito, build your own burrito kind of place.
Oh, okay.
Like I think like a Chipotle or there's another place called Moe's. It's like that.
Cool. Yeah, see, we don't have any of that here. We have KFC.
Until it gets burnt down.
Yeah, there may be a few angry people outside trying to put it out with buckets.
Hey, man, people love KFC here.
Courtney says no Taco Bell.
Courtney.
See, she picky like me.
How
I might not like Taco Bell.
How dare you?
John says Chipotle is overpriced.
I would agree with him on that.
And it's not so good.
I've always been like Chipotle and Moe's. I'm like, they do the trick. But
He says
I like a more authentic Mexican restaurant, like the one that John and I go to in Daytona. Or I got a couple here in Enterprise I like. They're just, they're not chains. They're just
right.
Mom and pop.
Yeah, mom and pop. Those are the best ones. All right. Okay, let's do a check-in and then we'll do a check-out.
Yeah.
So let's put Mark on, see how Mark did on today's page from Shipwrecker.
Yeah,
I think I recognize that scene. I think I remember writing it.
Yeah, let me try and get it as best I can.
I like that bottom panel. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's getting there.
Oh, man. Yeah, this is where all the Spec Ops guys show up. Things are about to go down.
Yeah, we're getting to the exciting stuff, nitty gritty.
Love it.
Just
Love it.
Thank you, sir.
Cool.
It's
Oops. Sorry about that. I clicked you out of the stream for a second. It's pretty what?
it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to see the progress.
It is. It is.
I
very
can't
cool.
wait for it to be like done.
Put your patience hat on. It's going to be a bit.
Yeah, exactly.
I want 50 signed copies, please.
Well, we're getting there, Jarrod. I must say.
We are getting there.
Let's do that before. Still a ways to go.
Courtney says that's beautiful. No, wait. She says that is beautiful. Yeah. I think Courtney says I have to have authentic food. I think she's referring to Taco Bell not being authentic.
I think she is too.
Careful, Courtney.
And
Don't
yes,
offend anybody.
Wow, she's entitled to her opinion.
yes, I know. It's
Like
good for
I don't
her
like
medically.
McDonald's,
Yeah, I'm just playing.
but a lot of people like
I'm
that.
playing, Courtney. pretty much eat anything. That's the problem.
Yeah, Mark's a really good
Not
eater.
that it's a good thing, but you know.
Yeah. He has like incredible taste buds.
That's why you married him.
Well, touche. Yeah, because he, like, I have a thing with texture and taste. I don't think Mark has that ever.
All right, I want to go to the pro while he's still in the chat. I'm going to wind this down, but I want to know what John thinks.
Yeah.
John, the background space behind his head fill with the same red as on the top and the bottom so that has the red and black continuity, or just leave it alone? Thoughts?
That would be a good idea.
Anyone's welcome to weigh in, but I'm pitching it to my man.
Yeah.
Since I let him down on the ink stuff at
Squiggly
the
lines.
top. Yeah. Should I do the background in here's in red so it's got the red black theme? Just leave it alone. Maybe drop a little white splatter on it. I don't know. I might do a little to it, but I'm
You seeing Ray at work?
Like in the spaces back here in the back.
like right behind
I don't
space
know.
behind his body. Thinking about putting some red, but I want to know what John thinks.
I kind of like it the way it is, but it's always that thing where sometimes you do something and it just turns out to make it pop even more, you know?
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
But I'm not good with the color stuff.
John
Right.
says should have signed in white.
Great advice, John, but let's stay on topic here. Yeah, he loves to tell me things that have already gone by. I don't even have a good white that I like to sign with, so.
Courtney says leave it.
Hey, I'm with Courtney on that one, but go on bed easy, bro.
Thinking.
So far he's been very clear on everything he doesn't like, but
I liked if you leaved it, but I think if you put the red behind it, it'll make it pop.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's the question. That's
always the tricky part, isn't it?
Mm-mm.
Sometimes you do that one thing and it just destroys the whole thing.
John says, I don't care.
Oh, so many opinions on everything else. He doesn't care about the color of the background.
Tom, and you need him up.
That's the time I need him. Yeah, I tell you what.
Aw, come on, John.
Before you get on your end, Jarrod, make that executive decision.
Yeah. I will. Like I said, I got a little time on it. We'll
Exactly.
see.
Yep. No rush.
Should make it like that orangey red color to make it look like fire. Like he just blew something up.
Yeah,
He
Blowed up.
probably did just blow something up with that
Blowed
look
up.
on his face.
that's actually a good idea.
Like that amber, flaming color.
Blowed up. Well, all right. With that, folks, we appreciate you being here.
Once again,
We will not be back next Tuesday. Last Tuesday of the month, we take off. So look for us in 2 weeks at this same time, which is 5 p.m. Central, 6 Eastern, 4 Mountain, 3 Pacific, 7 if you happen to live in Bermuda like Mark.
Yep.
You've been listening to Smooth Sounds of Joe November. Please check out his SoundCloud. Anything from Bermuda?
Stay positive. Be safe.
Yep. And thanks for joining us once again. We greatly appreciate the support.
That's right. We'll catch you guys next time. Bye.